All right, hello. I'm so excited to be doing this. Uh, Albertine, your word is treacle.
Treacle, can I have the definition, please?
Uh, this is a thick, sticky, dark syrup made from partly refined sugar, molasses. Would you pronounce it again for me?
Treacle,
Yeah,
treacle, Treacle, treacle.
Correct.
speller number two. Are you unmuted?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, sorry. Hi. Uh, your word is antipyretic.
Definition.
Preventing, removing, or allaying fever.
Can you repeat the word?
Antipyretic.
Does this come from the Latin root anti, meaning against?
Yes, it does.
Does it come from the Latin root pyre, meaning fire?
Yes.
Antipyretic. Antipyretic. Antipyretic.
That is correct.
Speller number three.
Yes.
Could you say something? Okay. Your word is sialoid.
Can you repeat the word?
Sialoid.
Definition, please.
Like saliva.
Can you repeat the word?
Sialoid.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
The snails in the garden have left traces of sialoid trails across the sidewalk.
Language of origin?
This word came from a New Latin part plus a Latin part.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Sialoid.
Sialoid. S-I-A-L-L-O-I-D. Sialoid.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The correct spelling is S-I-A-L-O-I-D.
Thank you.
All right, speller number four. Your word is stratocumulus.
Stratocumulus. Can I please have the definition?
A cloud consisting of clumped or broken gray masses.
Can I please have the language of origin?
This word comes from New Latin.
Pranav, if you could please put your hands in the screen, that'd be great. Thank you.
Sorry. Can I please have the part of speech?
The word is a noun.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Generally, stratocumulus clouds produce no precipitation, and when they do, it is only light rain.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Yes, there are two. There is stratocumulus, stratocumulus, and stratocumulus.
Can you please repeat the word one more time?
All three pronunciations?
Can you please repeat the word?
Oh, stratocumulus.
Stratocumulus. Stratocumulus. Stratocumulus.
That is correct.
Okay, speller number five. Your word is glaçon.
May I have the definition, please?
Would you put your hands in the screen? Hands in the front. Sorry. Okay.
May I have-
Glaçon is a piece of frozen ocean water, a medium sheet of frozen ocean water.
May I have the language of origin, please?
This word comes from French.
Can you use the word in a sentence, please?
At least one bird was standing on every glaçon in the ocean.
May I have the part of speech, please?
This word is a noun.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
That is the only one I see here. Glaçon.
So, can you repeat the definition, please?
A piece of frozen ocean water, a medium sheet of frozen ocean water.
Glaçon. Am I saying it correctly?
Would you repeat that for me?
Glaçon.
That sounds right to me.
Okay, glaçon. G-L-A. Sorry, may I start over?
You may.
Okay, glaçon. G-L-A. C-O-N, glaçon.
That is correct.
All right, I just want to make one announcement. Before you start spelling, if you're going to start spelling next, please say your spelling number so I can see you in the speaker view so I can make sure that you're there, okay? So speller number 7, would you say your speller number?
I'm spelling number 6.
Oh, sorry. Yes, speller number 6. Good catch. Your word is gazpacho.
Gazpacho. Gazpacho. Gazpacho.
That is correct.
Thank you.
All right, number 7, would you say your number? Speller number 7, would you say your speller, say your number to indicate that you're ready?
It looks like number 7 is not on the call.
It looks like speller 7 isn't here, so we'll move on to speller 8.
Spell number 8. You're muted.
Okay, one moment. I just want to get confirmation. Okay, your word is dactylion.
Can I have the word one more time?
Dactylion.
Dactylion. Can I have the definition, please?
Tip of the middle finger.
Dactylion. Can I have the language of origin, please?
This word comes from New Latin, which took it from Greek.
Dactylion. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
That's the only one I have listed here.
Dactylion. D-A-C-T-Y-L-I-O-N. Dactylion.
That is correct.
Thank you.
All right. Next speller, would you announce your spelling number to confirm that you're here?
Yes.
Okay. Would you put both hands in the frame? Okay. Your word is leporiform.
Leporiform. Can I please have all the information?
Yes, you may. This word is an adjective. It means resembling a rabbit or a hare. It comes from a Latin part plus an English combining form. In a sentence, it would be, my family decorated our home with leporiform figures for Easter. There is an alternate pronunciation, leporiform. So leporiform, leporiform.
Leporiform. Leparoform. Leporiform.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling of leporiform is Leporifom. Good job.
Okay, spelling number 10, would you say your spelling number to say that you're ready? Speller 10, are you here? Or the next speller? Oh, okay. Hi. Your word is gavage.
Gavage. May I have the definition?
Administration of food or drugs into the stomach by means of a tube.
Okay, is there any alternate pronunciations?
Gavage is the only one I have listed here.
Okay, gavage. Does this come from the Latin root age, meaning a collection or act?
You're on the right track.
Okay. Okay, may I have the part of speech?
This word is a noun.
Okay, and may I have the language of origin?
This word comes from French.
Okay. Gavage. Am I saying it correctly?
As far as I can tell, yes.
Yeah. Gavage. G-A-V-A-G-E. Gavage.
That is correct.
Thank you.
I am speller number 11 and I am here.
Hello. Your word is theriomorphic.
Hold on just one moment. The lawn mowing people are here. Can you please repeat the word?
Theriomorphic.
May I please have the definition?
Having an animal form.
Could you please repeat the word?
Theriomorphic.
May I please have the language of origin?
This word comes from a Greek part plus an English part.
May I please have all the information?
You may. The word is theriomorphic. That's the only pronunciation I have here. This word is an adjective meaning having an animal form. This word comes from a Greek part plus an English part. The entrance of the rodeo show was decorated with theriomorphic figures.
Theriomorphic. Am I saying the word correctly?
That sounds right.
Theriomorphic. T-H-E-R-E-O-M-O-R-P-H-I-C. Theriomorphic.
I'm sorry, but the correct spelling of theriomorphic is Theriomorphic.
Okay, thank you.
Hi.
Hi. Your word is intenerate.
Can you repeat that?
Intenerate.
May I have the definition?
To make tender or soft.
Can I have the word in a sentence?
The plant extracts help intenerate and moisturize the skin.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Intenerate is the only one I have.
Intenerate. Intenerate. Intenerate.
That is correct.
All right, next speller. Would you say your number or announce that you're here?
13.
Is speller 13, I believe, here?
13.
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you the first name. Your word is equipollence.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Equipollence.
Equipollets?
No, equipollence.
Equipollents?
That sounds right to me.
May I have the definition, please?
This word means the quality of being equal in force or power.
Can you repeat the word one more time?
Equipollence.
Equipollents?
That sounds right.
May I have the part of speech?
This word is a noun.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Equipollence.
Equipollents?
That sounds right.
Equipollents. Equipollence. Equipollents.
That is correct.
All right, speller 14.
14 here.
All right, this word has a homonym. The word is room. Also room. It is a noun, and it means a watery fluid that drips from the nose or the eyes.
Can you repeat it?
Room, also room.
Owen, could you please put your hands in the frame, please? Thank you.
What's the origin?
This word comes from Middle English, which took it from Middle French, which took it from Latin.
Can you give me all the information?
For sure. This word, the word is pronounced room, also room. It is a noun that means a watery fluid that drips from the nose or the eyes. It comes from Middle English, from Middle French, from Latin, and Sam had to blow her nose many times because of the rheum from her cold.
Are there any alternative pronunciations?
The two I have here are room and room.
Can you repeat it?
Room, room.
What's the origin?
Middle English from Middle French from Latin.
Okay. Room. R-U-M-E.
I'm sorry, but the correct spelling of room is R-H-E-U-M.
Thank you.
Speller 15.
Hi.
Your word is soubise.
Soubise definition.
A thick white or brown sauce made with onion puree and often served with fish or eggs.
Soubise, language of origin.
French.
Soubise, are there any alternate pronunciations?
Soubise is the only one I have here.
Okay, soubise. Part of speech.
Noun.
Okay, soubise. S-O-U-B-I-S-E, soubise.
That is correct.
All right, speller 16.
Hi.
Would you put your hands in the frame?
Yeah.
Okay. Your word is ichthyosaur.
Ichthyosaur, can I have all the information, please?
Ichthyosaur. Also, ichthyosaur, very slight difference. This word is a noun meaning a marine reptile resembling a dolphin. It comes from New Latin. Nevada designated the ichthyosaur as the official state fossil in 1977. Ichthyosaur.
Ichthyosaur. ICHTHYOSAUR. Ichthyosaur.
That is correct.
Thank you.
All right, speller 17. Your word is fontanel.
Fontanel, may I have the definition?
Growing near springs.
Language of origin?
Latin.
Fontanel. No, can you just give me all the information?
Okay, fontanel, that's the only pronunciation. It is an adjective meaning growing near springs. This word comes from Latin, and the Fontanel Cliffs vegetation occupies moist rocky banks, damp ledges, and dripping rocks. Fontanel.
Fontanel. F-O-N-T-I-N-A-L. Fontanel.
Correct.
All right, speller 18.
Yes.
Your word is mambo.
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 Could you just give all the information?
Yes. Mambo, it's the only pronunciation I have here. This word is a noun. It is a Latin American dance. This word comes from Haitian. Dora's cousin Daisy is turning 15, and Dora and Boots are looking forward to doing the mambo at Daisy's party.
Mambo. M-A-M-B-O. Mambo.
That is correct.
Number 19.
Your word is Granada.
Granada. Could I have the definition, please?
This is Granada is a province of southern Spain in Andalusia, bordering on the Mediterranean.
Could I have the part of speech, please?
It is a noun.
Could I have the origin, please?
It is a Spanish geographical entry.
Okay. Granada. G-R-E-N-A-D-A. Granada.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling of Granada is Granada.
Okay, thank you.
All right, speller 20.
Hi.
Hi. Your word is in vivo.
In vivo.
That sounds right to me.
Can I have the definition?
In vivo means in a living organism.
In vivo. Okay, can I have the language of origin?
This word comes from New Latin.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
That's the only one I have here. In vivo.
Does it come from the Latin viv or vive, meaning to live or living?
Yes, it does.
Thank you. In vivo. INVIVO, in vivo.
That is correct.
Speller number 21. Sorry, yeah, 21.
Hello.
Hello. Your word is.
Hold on. Could
Yeah?
you make sure your
Oh,
hands
yes.
are in the frame? Thank you.
Okay. Speller number 21. Your word is fermata.
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 Could you please give me the definition?
Yes. Fermata is a pause of unspecified length on a note or rest.
Fermata. Could you please give me all of the information?
Yes. Fermata is a noun from Italian meaning a pause of unspecified length on a note or rest. The composer used a fermata to create an element of surprise in the next measure. That's the only pronunciation, fermata.
Fermata. FIOMATA. Fermata.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling of fermata is FERMATA.
Thank you.
Speller 22.
All right, speller number 22. Your word is decilient. Wait.
How do I get out of here?
I believe you can leave meeting. You should mute yourself at the bottom of the screen. But again, speller number 22, your word is decilient.
May I have all the information?
Yes, you may. Decilient, also decilient. It's an adjective meaning bursting apart, as some seed pods when ripe. It comes from Latin. The garden looks beautiful with the decilient balsam flowers. Decilient, decilient.
Decilient. DISSILIENT. Decilient.
That is correct.
All right, speller 23.
I'm here.
All right, your word is
Before we start.
macellum. Sorry, yes? Oh. Your word is macellum. Sorry, your audio is kind of distant. Would you be closer to the
Marcel-
microphone or something? I'm not hearing you very well.
Salem?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Can I have all the information,
That
please?
sounds good. Yes, this word is a noun. It means a Roman indoor market for provisions and meat. It comes from Latin. The excavations at the ancient city of Pompeii reveal presence of a vast mycelium. That's the only pronunciation I have. Mycelium. Mycelium.
Marcel. M A C E L L U N. Masalam.
That is correct, but it's a little tough to hear you, so maybe next time could you go to a room that's less echoey?
All right, so since we didn't have Speller 7 earlier, but I believe Speller 7 is here now, would you say your number?
Oh, you're muted.
Speller 7?
You know, I'm not high.
Hello. Would you put your hands in the frame? Okay. Your word is penumbra.
Oh, penumbra. Is it like the shadow that results from an eclipse?
Penumbra is the partially shaded outer region of the shadow cast by an opaque object.
Okay. Penumbra. P E N U M B R A. Penumbra.
That is correct.
Awesome. So that's the end of round 1. Thank you guys so much, and congratulations on spelling your first word correct. And yeah, we will move straight into round 2. So speller 1, whenever you're ready, just announce your number.
Number 1.
It's okay. Sorry, before you start the round, can I please challenge the decision?
If you have an appeal, please chat with the host.
Oh, okay.
All right, so speller number 1.
Hi.
Hi. Your word is sommelier.
Sommelier. May I have the definition, please?
Sommelier is a tall chest with 7 drawers for use in a bedroom or dressing room.
Sommelier, is this word from French?
It is.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
That's the only one I have here. Sommelier.
Sommelier. S-E-M-A-I-N-I-E-R. Sommelier.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Number 2.
Speller number 2. Your word has a homonym. The word is amaretto, also amaretto.
May I have the definition?
This word is a, yes. It is a brown almond flavored liqueur produced in Italy. It's a noun coming from Italian from Latin.
Amaretto.
That sounds right to me.
Can you repeat the definition?
A brown almond flavored liqueur produced in Italy.
Amaretto. A-M-A-R-E-T-T-O.
Amaretto.
I'm sorry, the audio broke for me, so I'm not really sure, but could maybe Shobai answer if it's correct or incorrect?
Yeah, the audio also broke for us, so I think that we're just going to give you a different word. So Cooper, if you could give the next word on the list.
All right. So your new word, nummular.
Can you repeat the word?
Nummular.
May I have the definition?
Marked by circular or oval lesions.
Does this come from the Latin diminutive eula?
Could you say that again?
The Latin diminutive eula?
Yeah, you're on the right track.
Nummular? Can you repeat? Can you give me the definition?
Nummular means by circular or oval lesions.
Nummular. N-U-M-M-U-L-A-R, nummular.
That is correct.
All right, speller 4.
Yeah, number 4.
Your word is tigerine.
Can you please repeat that?
Tigerine.
Can I please have the definition?
Tigerine is an extinct two-horned rhinoceros inhabiting the Arctic regions of Europe and Asia during the Pleistocene.
Tigerine?
Tigerine.
Tigerine?
Would you say that again?
Tigerine?
Tigerine. That sounds good to me.
Tigerine. Can you give me the language of origin?
This word comes from New Latin, from Greek.
Tigerine. Can I have the part of speech, please?
It is a noun. Tigerine.
Tigerine. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Yes, one. Tigerine, also tickerine.
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 Does it have the Greek root rhine, meaning nose?
Yes, it does.
Tigerine. Can you repeat the definition one more time?
An extinct two-horned rhinoceros inhabiting the Arctic regions of Europe and Asia during the Pleistocene.
You have 30 seconds.
Tigerine. Tichorrhine. Tigerine.
That is correct.
All right, speller number 5.
Yeah, number 5 here.
All right, your word is mini bush.
May I have the definition, please?
Would you put your hands in the frame again?
May I have the definition, please?
No, would you put your hands in the frame? I can't see them right now. Okay. Mini bush is a low shrub of eastern North America with greenish purple flowers.
May I have the language of origin, please?
It is an irregular form of an eponym plus Middle English.
Can you use the word in a sentence, please?
Deciduous shrubs that flower in the spring include the azalea and the mini bush.
Can you repeat the word one more time, please?
Mini bush.
Mini bush.
That sounds all right to me.
Wait, sorry, may we start?
You may.
Mini bush. H. Mini push.
That is correct.
All right, speller number 6. Would you say your number?
Could you make sure your hands are in the frame and, well,
I'm not hearing you right now. Would you say something?
You're still muted, so if you're trying to talk, we can't hear you. On the bottom of your screen, you should see mute, and then just click on that.
I'm sorry, but is it my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
Yes, it is your turn.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Your word has a near homonym.
wait,
The word
wait.
is
Could you keep your hands in the frame? Sorry.
Cool.
okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Again, this word has a near homonym. The word is posset. It is a noun from Middle English, meaning a hot drink, consisting essentially of sweetened and spiced milk, curdled with ale or wine, and sometimes thickened.
Posset.
Yes.
Posset. Posset.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Number 7? Wait. Are we doing speller number 7 after
Speller
number
7.
23? Okay.
Or, no, speller 7.
Okay. Speller 7, would you announce your number or your presence?
Hi.
Okay. Hi. Your word is conclaimant, also conclamant.
Can you keep your hands in the frame? Oh, yeah. Conclamant?
No, conclaimant,
Conclaimant?
conclaimant, conclamant.
Conclaimant?
That sounds accurate to me.
Could I have the definition, please?
Crying out or calling out together. Conclaimant.
This comes from Latin con, together, right? Well,
See how? I see that given, yes.
does it come from clamo, to shout?
You're on the right track.
Okay, so conclaimant, right?
That sounds right.
All right. Conclaimant. CONCLAMENT, conclaimant.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling was CONCLAMANT.
Oh, all right. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for competing. Good job.
Hi.
Hello. Speller number 8. Your word is disemitism.
Can I have the word again?
Disemitism.
Disemitism?
Sounds right to me.
Disemitism. Can I have the definition, please?
The use in conjunction of two systems of writing as the ideographic and the phonetic.
Disemitism. Can I have the language of origin?
This word comes from a Middle English part, plus a Greek part, plus a Middle English part.
Thank you. Disemitism. Does this come from the Greek sema meaning sign?
Yes, it does.
Thank you. Does this come from di meaning two? I believe it's.
Yes.
Thank you. Disematism. Disemitism.
That is correct.
Thank you.
All right, speller number 10.
Okay, yeah.
Your word is silicet.
May I repeat the word?
Silicet.
Silicet. May I have the definition?
To wit, namely, videlicet, used before a word that is to be supplied or understood, as in completing a text felt to be obscure.
Is there any alternate pronunciations?
Yes, there are two. Silicet, silicet, skilicat. Again, that's silicet, silicet, skilicat.
Okay. May I have the language of origin?
This word comes from Middle English, from Latin.
Okay. Silicet. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
That sounds right to me.
Okay. Silicet. S C I L I C E T. Silicet.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Speller number 12.
Hi.
Hi. Your word is razzia.
Can you repeat that?
Razzia.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Razzia is the only one I have.
Can I have the language of origin?
This word comes from French, which took it from Arabic.
Can I have the definition?
A plundering and destructive incursion, foray, raid.
Can you repeat the word?
Razzia.
Razzia?
Razzia.
Can I have the word in a sentence?
Several government officials were scandalized by the army's use of the razzia.
Razzia. R-A-Z-Z-I-A. Razzia?
That is correct.
Speller 13.
Hello.
Hello.
Could you
Your
put your
word
each
is
in the frame, please?
Okay.
Your word is toxoplasmosis.
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 That sounds all right to me.
Does this come from the Latin root toxi, meaning toxic?
Yeah.
You're on the right track.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Toxoplasmosis.
Toxoplasmosis. Can you repeat it one more time, please?
Toxoplasmosis.
Toxoplasmosis. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There's only one.
Okay.
Toxoplasmosis.
Toxoplasmosis. Toxoplasmosis.
That is correct.
Speller 15.
Hi.
Hi. Your word is macetation.
Macetation.
That sounds right.
Okay. Definition.
Movement of the lips as if in speech, but without any accompanying sound. Macetation.
Macetation. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
That's the only one.
Macetation. Language of origin.
A Latin part plus an English part.
Macetation. M. Citation. Macetation.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling of macetation is Mussitation.
Okay, thank you.
Speller 16.
Hi.
Hello. Your word is eustacy.
Can you repeat that?
Would you put your hands in the frame?
Yeah.
Eustacy.
Eustacy, can I have all the information, please?
Eustacy is a noun meaning worldwide change of sea level, as contrasted with the local diastrophic uplift or subsidence of the land. It comes from international scientific vocabulary. Recent eustacy is mainly the result of glacial melting at the poles as a result of climate change. Eustacy.
Eustacy, does this contain the Greek root eu meaning good?
Yes, it does.
Eustacy. E-U-S-T-A-C-Y. Eustacy.
Correct.
Thank you.
Speller 17.
Mm-hmm.
Your word is beretter.
Huh?
Beretter.
Beretter. Definition.
An early form of radio detector operating by increased when subjected to the influence of electric waves. Beretter.
Could you repeat that? Cause I couldn't barely hear you.
All right. Beretter.
Mm-hmm.
Beretter. More times.
Definition. Not the definition, please.
An early form. Yes. An early form of radio detector operating by increased resistance when subjected to the influence of electric waves. Beretter.
May I have a language of origin, please?
It's a modification of an old French word.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
That's the only one I have here. Beretter.
Beretter.
Charles, could you say the word for us, just so we understand that you've heard it?
Beretter.
Okay.
Beretter. B-A-R-E-T-E-R. Beretter.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling of beretter is Barretter.
Thank you.
Speller 18.
Right here.
Your word is instauration.
Instauration.
Would you repeat that?
Instauration.
That sounds right.
Could you give more information?
Yes. Instauration, also instauration, so difference. It is a noun from Latin, meaning the restoration after decay, lapse, or dilapidation. The instauration of the national highway took longer than expected.
Instauration.
Would you say that again?
Instauration.
That sounds good.
INSTORATION. Instauration.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling of instauration is INSTAURATION.
Thank you.
Speller 20.
Hello?
Hello. Your word is Ticklenburg.
Ticklenburg?
Ticklenburg.
Ticklenburg.
Sounds right.
Can I have the definition?
It is a coarse linen fabric.
Ticklenburg?
Ticklenburg.
Ticklenburg. Can I have the part of speech?
It is a noun.
Can I have the language of origin?
It comes from a German geographical name.
Sorry, are you saying Ficklenburg or Ticklenburg?
Ticklenburg.
Ticklenburg. Okay. Ticklenburg. Ticklenburg. Ticklenburg.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Color 22.
Hello. Your word is atticism.
Could you repeat the word?
Atticism.
Atticism. Can I have all of the information?
Atticism is a noun which came from Latin from Greek. It is a favoring or attachment to the Athenians. The author was applauded for introducing Atticisms into his poems. Atticism.
Atticism. ATTICISM. Atticism.
That is correct.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's not wonderful, but I think I can understand what you're saying. Okay. Your word is anemochory.
Anemochory. Can I have all the information, please?
Yes. The word is anemochory. It is a noun which came from Greek. It is a plant that has seeds or spores adapted, as by papae, to distribution by wind. For the anemochory process, a plant must have very light seeds that are easily blown away by the wind. Anemochory.
Can I have the part of speech, please?
Noun.
Can I have the definition again, please?
A plant that has seeds or spores adapted, as by papae, to distribution by wind.
Anemochory. Does this word contain the root anemo, meaning wind?
Yes.
Anemochory. ANEMOCHORE. Anemochory.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling of anemochory is ANEMOCHORY.
All right, I believe we'll be taking a 5-minute break.
Yes, so we'll be taking a 5-minute break. It is 7:01 Central Time right now. So we'll return at 7:05 or 7:06 Central Time. So you guys can. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started with round 3. So speller 1, whenever you're ready.
Ready.
All right, hello. Your word is galoubet.
Galoubet. Is this word from French?
It is.
Is this word
Yes.
from French? Okay.
Yes, it is.
Can I have the definition, please?
It is a wind instrument consisting of a tube of straw, reed, wood, or metal as a flageolet or an oboe. Galoubet.
Galoubet. Galoubet, am I pronouncing it correctly?
That sounds right to me.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
That is the only one I have here. Galoubet.
Did it go through any other languages before going to French?
French is the only language of origin I have.
Galoubet, can I have the part of speech?
It is a noun.
Galoubet.
Actually, sorry,
G-A-L-U-B. What?
Just to correct that. It went from French, or it went from French from Provençal.
Okay, may I restart?
Yes.
Yes.
Galoubet. G-A-L-U-B-E-T. Galoubet.
Sorry, the correct spelling of Galoubet is Galoubet.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Speller number 2.
Okay, speller 2. All right. Your word is patoli.
What language is this from?
Would you repeat that?
Can you give me the language of origin?
Could you have both of your hands?
Yes, it comes from Spanish, from Nahuatl.
What's the definition?
It is an Aztec board game, similar to Pachisi.
Can you repeat the word?
Patoli.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Yeah. Patoli, also patoli.
Am I saying it correctly? Patoli.
That sounds right to me. Patoli, patoli.
Patoli. P-A-T-O-L-L-I. Patoli.
That is correct.
Speller 4.
Oh, yeah. Hi. Here.
Hi. Your word is capellini.
Can you please repeat the word?
Capellini.
Am I pronouncing it right? Capari?
No. Capellini. Capellini.
Capelli?
Capellini.
Capellini?
Yes.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
This word came from Italian.
Can I have the definition, please?
Pasta made in long, thin strings, smaller in diameter than vermicelli and spaghetti. Capellini.
Capellini. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
That's the only one. Capellini.
Capellini?
Capellini.
Can I have the part of speech, please?
It's a noun.
Are there any alternate pronunciations? Again,
That's the only one. Capellini.
can you repeat the word one more time?
Capellini.
Capellini. Capellini. Capellini.
Did you say?
Capellini. C-A-P-P-E-L-L-I-N-I. Capellini.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling of Capellini is Capellini.
Yes, speller 5.
Yes, I'm here.
Could you please have your hands in frame?
All right, speller 5, your word is not geld, also not geld.
May I have the definition, please?
It is necessity money used in Germany and some Eastern European states, especially after World War I.
May I have the language of origin, please?
It comes from German.
Can you use the word in a sentence, please?
I can. My great-grandfather has a collection of money from all over the world, including not geld.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There's a slight variation. Not geld or not geld.
Not geld. N-A-T-E-E-L-D. Not geld.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling of not geld is Notgeld.
Thank you.
Speller 6.
Yes.
Could you put your hands in the frame,
Would
please?
you put your... Okay. Your word is sistrum.
Is the word sistrum?
Sistrum. I believe you're pronouncing it correctly.
Is it Latin?
This word comes from Middle English, from Latin, from Greek.
Sistrum. S-I-S-T-R-U-M. Sistrum.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Speller 8.
hi.
Hi. Your word is glebe.
Can I have the word again, please?
Glebe.
Glebe. Can I have the definition, please?
It is a piece of land serving as part of a clergyman's benefice and providing income. Would you pronounce it again for me?
Glebe.
That sounds right.
Glebe. Can I have the language of origin, please?
Latin.
Glebe. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Glebe is the only one.
Glebe. Glebe. E-L-E-B-E. Glebe.
The audio broke for me. Could someone else answer if it's correct or not?
I heard it is correct. Can anyone confirm?
I heard it as correct.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Speller 10. Oh, sorry. Ikanch.
Could you make sure your
Speller 10.
hands are in the frame?
Hello? Okay, would you put your hands?
Yes.
Yeah. Your word. Okay. Your word is releve.
May I repeat the word?
Releve.
Releve. May I have the definition?
A rise to the toes from the flat foot in ballet dancing. Releve.
Okay. Does this come from the Latin root re, meaning again?
It does not.
Okay. May I have the language of origin?
This comes from French.
Okay. Releve. Is there any alternate pronunciations?
Only releve.
Releve. May I have the part of speech?
It's a noun.
Okay. And may I repeat the definition?
A rise to the toes from the flat foot in ballet dancing.
Okay. Releve. May you use it in a sentence?
The ballet dancer came down out of a releve to start a new jump.
Okay. Releve. Releve. May you repeat the word?
Releve.
Could you make sure your hands are in the frame, please?
Okay. Okay. Releve. R-E-L-E-V-E. Releve.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Speller 12.
Hi.
Hi. Your word is Diogenean.
Can I have the definition?
Characteristic of, attributed to, or associated with the Greek philosopher. Diogenean.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Only that one. Diogenean.
Can I have the language of origin?
It comes from a Greek eponym plus an English part.
Can I have the word in a sentence?
Contemporary scientism follows the Diogenean path with subtle, eerie precision.
Diogenean. D-I-O-G-E-N-E-A-N. Diogenean.
That is correct.
Speller 13.
Hi.
Hi. Your word is Gezerah.
Gezerah.
That sounds correct.
May I have the definition, please?
It is a temporary rabbinical degree issued as a preventive measure to meet the needs of the time.
May I have the language of origin?
This word comes from Hebrew.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Gezerah.
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 Okay. Can you repeat the language of origin one more time, please?
This word is from Hebrew.
Gezerah. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Yeah, there are quite a few. There's Gezerah, Gzerah, Gezerah, and Gzerah.
Can you repeat the main pronunciation again, please?
Yes. Gezerah.
Gezerah. Okay, Gezerah. G E S E R A H, Gezerah.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling of Gezerah is Gezerah.
Thank you.
Hi.
Right, speller 16.
Could you please put your hands in the frame?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi. Okay. Your word is Crémant.
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that? I can't hear you.
I'm sorry, my video was bad. Would you repeat what you just said?
Can you please repeat the word?
Yes. Crémant.
And Michael,
Cray-
could you put your hands in the frame?
Cremant?
Crémant.
Cremant. Can I have all the information, please?
Yes. The word is crémant, also crément. It's an adjective coming from French. It means of wine, mildly sparkling or crackling. The crémant wine is suitable to be served as an aperitif. Crémant or crément.
Crement. C-R-E-M-E-N-T. Crement.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling of Cremant is C-R-E-M-A-N-T.
Thank you.
Speller 20.
Hello?
Hello. Your word is.
I
yes.
can't hear you.
Okay. Would it be better if another person took charge of this? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Your word is anarrhythmia.
Anarrhythmia. Can I have the definition?
Loss of the ability to count as resulting from a brain lesion.
Can I have the language of origin?
This word comes from New Latin.
Can you repeat the word?
One moment. Anarrhythmia.
Anarrhythmia. Okay, can I have the part of speech?
This word is a noun.
Okay, are there any alternate pronunciations?
There's one. Anarrhythmia, also anarrhythmia.
Okay, you said the definition was somebody like can't count. Is that it?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay. Anarrhythmia, does it come from the Latin an meaning not?
Yes.
And the Latin arrhythmus meaning to count or count?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
You have
the noun suffix ia meaning a pathological condition?
Yes.
Anarrhythmia. Anarrhythmia. A-N-A-R-I-T-H-M-I-A. Anarrhythmia.
That is correct.
Thank you so much.
All right, spelling number 22. Okay. Your word has a homonym. The word is dissensus.
Could
This
you
word
repeat the word?
means dissensus, but I'll give you the definition. It is the slipping or falling out of place of an organ. Prolapse. It's a noun which comes from New Latin. The most common cause of sciatica is the dissensus of intervertebral discs. Dissensus.
Dissensus. Could you repeat the definition?
The slipping or falling out of place of an organ. Prolapse.
Dissensus. Dissensus. Does this come from the Latin root dis meaning not?
Does not.
Dissensus. Does this come from the Latin root d meaning down?
You're on the right track.
Can I have the part of speech?
It's a noun.
Dissensus. D-E-S-C-E-N-S-U-S. Dissensus.
That is correct.
All right, that is the end of round 3.
All right, awesome.
All right. We are going to be starting round 4 with speller number 2.
Speller number 2.
Your word is symphonute.
Can you repeat the word?
Symphonute.
Symphony. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
That sounds correct. Would you say it again, though?
Symphonote.
That sounds correct. Symphonute.
Can I have the language of origin?
This word comes from Greek.
Does it come from the Greek word syn, meaning together?
Yes, it does.
Does it come from the Greek root phono, meaning sound?
No.
Can you give me the definition?
Having the vowels cemented together at the back.
Can you repeat the word?
Symphonute.
Symphonote. S Y M P H Y N O T E. Symphonote.
That is correct.
Speller 6.
Speller 6.
Yes, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Make sure your hands are on the screen.
Okay.
Okay. Your word is Markgraf.
Can you repeat the word?
Markgraf.
Markgraf?
That sounds good to me.
Markgraf. Can I have all the information?
You may. The word is Markgraf. That's the only pronunciation. It's a noun. It comes from German. It means a member of the German nobility corresponding in rank to a British marquess. The Markgraf bowed courteously and tried hard to hide a look of annoyance. Markgraf.
Markgraf. M-A-R-C-G-R-A-V. Markgraf?
I'm sorry, the correct spelling is M-A-R-K-G-R-A-F.
Thank you.
All right, speller 8.
Okay, yeah, I'm here.
Hi. Your word is gringolet.
Can I have the word one more time?
Gringolet.
Gringale. Are there any other alternate pronunciations?
That's the only one.
Gringale. Can I have the definition, please?
Of a cross, having at the end of each arm a pair of serpent heads, with each head turned outward. Gringolet.
Gringale. Does this come from the French diminutive suffix a?
I don't believe so.
Gringale. Gringole. Gringale.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling for gringolet is G-R-I-N-G-O-L-E-E.
Oh, that's what I said.
Is it? I'm sorry, you must have cut out for me. My bad.
Yeah, I heard too easy.
Okay.
Sorry,
I
I
agree
heard
with Louise.
We're going to give you a different word.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Cooper, next word on the list.
Okay. Your word is surgang.
Can I have the word one more time?
Surgang.
Surgang. Can I have the definition, please?
It's an Asian bird with green plumage and red wings. Surgang.
Surgang. Are there any other alternate pronunciations?
That is the only one I have. Sergang.
Sergang. Sergang. Can I have the part of speech, please?
It's a noun.
Sergang. Can I have the language of origin?
It's probably from a native name in Ceylon or Sri Lanka.
Thank you. Sergang. IRGANG. Sergang.
That is correct.
Thank you.
All right, speller 10.
Yeah.
Okay, keep your hands in the frame the whole time. Your word is Kylo.
I'm gonna repeat the word.
Kylo.
Kylo. May I have the definition?
It's a breed of cattle from the Highlands of Scotland, having thick, shaggy hair and long, curved horns set widely apart.
Kylo. May I have the language of origin?
It's unknown.
Okay. May I have the part of speech?
It's a noun.
Is there any alternate pronunciations?
That's the only one. Kylo.
Kylo. Okay. May I have the word in a sentence?
Kylo cattle is popular because of its high-quality beef production in marginal landscapes. Kylo.
Kylo. And may I have the definition again?
A breed of cattle from the Highlands of Scotland, having thick, shaggy hair and long, curved horns set widely apart.
Kylo. Kylo. Kylo.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling of Kylo is Kyloe.
Thank you.
Speller 12.
Hi. Spellers, if you've misspelled in this round, can you please stay on the call just in case we end up needing to do a tiebreaker for 4 spellers for the finals. All right, continue.
All right, speller 12. Speller 12, your word is toxicity.
Can you repeat that?
Toxicity.
Coxity?
No, toxicity.
Toxity?
That sounds right. Toxicity.
Can I have the language of origin?
This word comes from New Latin, from Greek.
Can I have the definition?
Public slaves of ancient Athens, often of Scythian origin, armed with bows and serving as police.
Can I have the part of speech?
It's a plural noun.
Can I have the language of origin again?
It comes from New Latin, from Greek.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
That's the only one. Toxicity.
Can I have the word in a sentence?
A group of toxicity gathered in front of the presidential mansion in Athens.
Toxity. Am I saying that correctly?
That sounds right.
Toxity. Toxity. TOCSITAE. Toxity.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling of toxicity is TOXOTAE.
Speller 20.
Hi.
Hi. Your word is ampolite.
Amperite.
No, ampolite.
Amperite.
Ampolite.
Sorry, I'm still hearing amperite.
Ampolite. If you'd like somebody else to pronounce, you can have that.
Ampolite.
Yes, that sounds right.
The definition.
It is a black earth rich in pyrites used by the ancients to kill insects on vines. Ampolite.
Ampelite. Ampolite.
That is correct.
Thank you. Speller
Speller 22.
Hi.
Your word, sorry? This word could, this word could be confused with a similar word. The word is telephorique. It's a noun that came from Italian from French, and it's a light car suspended from and running on aerial cables. Telephorique.
Telephorique. Could you repeat the etymology?
It comes from Italian from French.
Telephorique. Could you repeat the definition?
It is a light car suspended from and running on aerial cables, or especially when automatically propelled by electricity. Telephorique.
Telephorique. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
That is the only one I have. Telephorique.
Telephorique. Telephorique. T-E-L-E-F. O-R-I-Q-U-E, telephorique.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling of telephorique is T-E-L-E-F-E-R-I-Q-U-E.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's the end of round 4. And so we have 3 spellers who are confirmed for our finals on Thursday. Okay, so these spellers are Speller 2, Vayan Krishna, Speller 8, Harini Logan, and Speller 20, Ashrita Gandhari. So congratulations, you guys will be heading to the finals on Thursday, and we'll provide you more information in the upcoming days about that. So, and you 3 are free to stay, or you can leave the call, whatever's up to you, whatever you want to do.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are trying to take 4 spellers to the finals. So the 4 spellers that got out in this previous round, so Speller 6, Faizan Zaki, Speller 10, Akon Shrastogi, Speller 12, Emmanuel Goveas, and Speller 22, Nithya Kathiravan. We are going to do a spell off between you 4. And basically, we'll keep spelling words, and if you misspell, you're eliminated like a normal spelling bee, and the last speller standing will go to the finals. So we're going to get started with that. Yeah, good luck, and give us a couple of seconds, and then we will start with speller 6.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is your turn. And would you put your hands in the frame? Okay. Your word is Rafay.
Rafe,
Rafe.
can I have the definition?
It's a drawn or inconclusive game or coup requiring a new deal or turn to effect a decision.
Is it French?
Rafe.
Is it French?
Yes, this word comes from French.
Is there any alternate pronunciations?
That's the only one I have. Rafe.
Rafe. R-A-F-F-E-T. Rafe.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling is R-E-F-A-I-T.
Thank you.
All right, speller 10.
Could you make sure to put your hands in the frame?
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, your word is, a moment, Intescipientes.
May I repeat the word?
Intescipientes.
Intescipientes.
That sounds right to me.
Okay. Intescipientes. Wait, can you repeat the word?
Yes. Oh, me. Yes. Intescipientes.
Intescipientes. Okay. May I have the language of origin?
Wait, I think you might have heard that wrong. Intescipientes. Would you pronounce that for me?
Intescipientes.
Intescipientes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Intescipientes. Am I pronouncing correctly?
I believe so. Okay. Let me just give you some. Okay. Intescipientes.
Intescipientes.
So I had to say that again.
Intescipientes.
I still.
think that sounds right.
Intescipientes. Okay. Cool.
Intescipientes. Okay.
Okay.
Is this a pronoun?
It is.
Okay. Intescipientes. Okay. Does this come from the Latin root int, meaning inside? May I have the definition?
Intescipientes is the portion of the intestine that folds into the other part of the intestine.
Okay. Intescipientes. Is there any alternate pronunciations?
Intescipientes. That's the only one.
Okay.
You have 30.
Intescipientes. Okay. May I have the language of origin?
It comes from New Latin part plus an English part.
Okay. Intescipientes. Intescipientes. Intescipientes.
That is correct.
All right. Speller number 12.
Hi.
Your word is Bolligan.
Can you repeat that?
Bolligan.
Barligan?
No, Bolligan.
Balligan?
That sounds right. Bolligan.
Yeah. Can I have the definition?
It is a slender branching annual herb with a loose panicle of small heads of yellow flowers.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There is one. Balligan, also Balgan.
Can I have the language of origin?
This word comes from Scottish Gaelic.
Can you repeat the pronunciations again?
Balligan, Balgan.
Can I have the word in a sentence?
We planted a balligan in our backyard.
Balligan. Balligan. Bolligan. Balligan.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling of Balligan is Ballogan.
Hi. Your word is subtilicin.
Subtilicin. Am I pronouncing the word right?
That sounds right. Subtilicin.
Subtilicin. Can I have all of the information?
You may. The word is pronounced subtilicin. There's also an alternate pronunciation of subtilicin. It is a noun from New Latin. It is an extracellular protease secreted by a soil bacterium that has various commercial applications, such as in laundry detergent. Subtilicin is widely used in the detergent industry for the removal of protein-based stains.
Subtilicin. Does this come from the Latin root sub meaning under? Does this come from in meaning a neutral chemical compound?
Could you say that one more time?
Does this come from the suffix in meaning a neutral chemical compound?
I don't believe so.
Subtilicin.
My bad, it actually does come from there.
Subtilicin.
You have 30 seconds.
Subtilicin. Subtilicin.
That's so close. The correct spelling is Subtilisin.
Thank you.
Okay, great. So that means that our fourth finalist will be Akon Shrostogi, Speller 10. So yeah, we're ready to do the finals. And congratulations, all of you guys did a great job today.
Thank you.
Yes.
Your performance.
Wonderful job to everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.